a different staircase. There's a ramp, another staircase. So we can go down to the ramp.
This theater, you'll see the theater bell that's latest. You could see our anesthetic machines, and then it's lights. The lights are cameras that when you operate, somebody's able to view at the monitor. So this is the twin theaters at this level. Both of them are mirror images of each other. The only different thing here is about surgical microscope for the ophthalmologist and then the neurosurgeon. And that is the only addition here that is not here.
Do you have the 5G effect
Of
this theater? That you understand what I'm saying? Yes. Okay.
So if you look at this and this, they are the same. The only difference here is a surgical microscope. Okay. That's what you're seeing there.
That's why you can say it doesn't capture. You enter there, you know fish where you are operating the fish.
So you can go there.
If you try this thing,
That's why we do, because why we shot many of them during the weekends. We want, sometimes they still behave. You need to be sure that everybody is on ground to provide emergency. Yes, this is not
who are they?
Yes. The wow. Okay. This is the. What is this now?
This is our Rabbi is here.
This is Excellency's mother's GIB, the name of the mother of His Excellency. And then the other one is the name of the
Office.
wife.
The other one is wife. Rabbi. One is the mother, one is the wife.
Oh, the sister.
Sister is the name of His Excellency's late sister, who was very passionate about the health of Kogi. She personally do support infrastructure in terms of health in Kogi State before her demise. So it was just done to honor her. She is late actually. The same vein, His Excellency's mother, who nurtured His Excellency to become who he is today. And also at all points, His Excellency always reminds us about the good teachings of his mother, and that his mother molded him to who he is today. Even up until the time when he was the governor, his mother would always call him and give him advices. So she is no more, and the hall was named in honor of her as well.
No problem.
Thank you. And to also add again, in hospitals, we do have in-house review, training, teachings, and discussion about patients being managed over the course of 1 week ago, 1 month ago. So halls like this is very necessary in any institution. And then I also want to cast our mind back to the university we left before coming here. We also told you that we have a preclinical or the medical complex being built there. So this was tactically conceived to also serve eventually as a teaching hospital to that institution. When you entered, you will discover that this building was shifted to one side. Yes, the existing structures there were the old existing structure of the then zonal hospital, Kenny. The government didn't bring it down. The government only renovated it to house other needs when the teaching hospital comes, because you will still have lecture theaters for the medical students, you have medical laboratory for medical students and other spaces. So it is fully renovated, but inside is empty, so that it will be partitioned as the need arises, while this will serve as teaching hospital. We're also very hopeful that the Office of Complex will get express approval from the NUC and also Medical Dental Council, because the 4 major departments you need to to train a doctor, medicine, surgery, pediatric, obstetric and gynecology is fully represented here. So we're very certain that the institution will give expert approval for this to be used as a teaching hospital to the Conference of Science and Technology, and then it will be the second state-owned university to be producing medical doctors.
Do you maintain internally, or you have any agency, anybody that is maintaining this facility?
So we maintain internally, and then we realize that the only difference between internally maintained and externally maintained is supervision.
It's a
Supervision. Yes.
And discipline.
Yes. So and then you can see it as a program that we're actually doing our best.
I'm concerned about your professional personnel.
Yes.
How and where do you source them?
We start out there.
So how do you source them?
In Nigeria, we make adverts. And then, as you can see, we have you can see some of them already working while you are going around.
Yes.
And the only thing we've done that made difference is that we gave some enhanced steps that have attracted some of them to come. We understand the challenges, but we're trying to improve on their welfare. Recently, you see the government also improved hazard to 100% in the state. So those are the attractions.
So they don't jump. What are the geopolitical spread?
In terms of
Staffing.
medical staff are sourced from anywhere as long as they are available.
I also want to add that the employment of this place was done transparently by placing out adverts, and interested people applied and screened and got employed. For professional staff, the Ministry of Health,
Civil
the
service.
civil service in terms of following the rules. And then in terms of medical expert, you would want to get the expert first before you talk about geopolitical zone.
Correct.
For the experts.
Yeah.
And then I also want to add again that in the state capital, which is just about 45 minutes to 1 hour drive from here, we have the Federal Teaching Hospital, we have the State Specialist Hospital, now already in the existing fourth institution. There is collaboration between the two of them there and this one. So you have lots of their specialists who come here on visiting basis. It is allowed anywhere, even internationally. So they do come here on visiting days, on visiting basis, based on their clinic days and their theater days and move around. So we work in synergy with them. Let me also add again that this hospital was also built and also equipped with 4 state-of-the-art ambulances. 3 out of the 4, they are advanced life support ambulances, while 1 is basic life support ambulances. They are all packed outside, so that where we need to transfer patients in or out, such use of need for ambulance wouldn't be questionable for us. We will also take us around.
If it's a referral hospital, where would you be transferring them to again?
Now,
Do you collaborate with any other teaching hospital?
No, you can ask that question.
Yes.
And I will also say again that most hospitals worldwide, there are areas that you have a strength. But the good practice is there are things that cannot be done. It should be taken to the next spot where it can be done.
no
We
hospital
receive, and then we can also
give 100% medical services anywhere. So there are instances where tertiary to tertiary transfer.
Yes.
That is what is key, and not tertiary to secondary transfer. It is a taboo, sort of. So it's allowed to transfer at that level.
Yes. So we monitor you as you're coming from the gate there. And then wherever you're parking, you can see on the package box. This is the front. These are your vehicles in front of you. Okay. The ground floor operation department. Everywhere. Captured.
This is the MRI. All the equipment in this hospital are supplied by GE, General Electric. They are one of the world's best medical equipment producing companies. This machine is their latest MRI. In fact, this machine is the second they produce in the world. And we're fortunate to have the second one delivered to Africa. Yes. then the CT scan is on the other side. This red dot because it uses high level of magnet. That's why I'm telling you. Anything there, you're not safe with metal. That's why the red dots. And of course, this machine will always be powered 24 hours in 24 hours. Anytime power goes off for a second, there's a component of the gas you lose, and it costs millions of naira.
Like I said, it's actually
From the hungry to the sick.
okay. So this is the MRI. The other side is CT scan. It's also latest 128 slides. You don't have that in many places. But also people, and also people. Okay? Yes. So, like the MRI, the radiographer sits here performing the examination, and patient on a stretch couch, and then roll in, and then the images are downloaded here, born into a CT or either content. But this is more expensive, so we rather prefer now to make them in CDs.
So we still have 4 years of warranty with GE. So it means any problem, GE comes back and fixes.
Well, how many of these do you have?
It's one each.
And that means your queue will be longer.
No,
In fact, this is the only one in Kogi State.
And that's what they said, that your queue will be longer.
No, the queue is not long per se because it is not an everyday request,
Yeah,
it's a
of course.
specialized request. So for those that are coming, we are able to cope. So there's no long queue. If I can get it done as well.
And because they're also modernized machines, the time of attention is shorter.
So there's no queue.
Back to the issue of power. How do you deal with it with this diesel and all that?
Yes.
So can you maintain it?
That's where, of course, the government is committed to powering it. The government also has an agreement with one of diesel suppliers for long-term diesel supply. And the 33 kV line was dedicated to this place. So that also helped us to reduce the diesel cost. And again, it also has a very strong, reliable UPS system. And again, it has its own dedicated generator. From the 1000 kVA for the entire hospital, we have a small dedicated generator for it. So with this, for now we're able to cope, and we believe we will continue to cope. Power is a problem anywhere in the country. Even those in Abuja, the same challenge they have is power. But just maintaining their MRI.
I said they are still damaging some materials.
There's this smaller ones we have. They're like kind of. Hyper means, baric means pressure and oxygen. Just using oxygen under certain pressure to treat lots of illnesses. The 2 cylinders there is liquid oxygen that is being stored in the machine. Won't cope with using the conventional cylinder because it means you're going to line 500 cylinders. So what is advised to use the liquid oxygen? Compress the ordinary oxygen under some temperature. So that means a little amount of liquid oxygen can give you large amount of gaseous oxygen. So it's connected to the machine. The machine was gotten from the best company in the University of America. You have other foreign personnel who came in from UAE to install. While they were installing, we had our engineers here that they trained and even certified that they can install and maintain the machine anywhere in the world. We didn't just allow them to install and go. So that structure, that's what it stands for.
Thank you. Thank you. When you cover one more. Read that into you.
Okay, my name is Professor Solomon Avidime, a consultant of tradition and gynecologist. I'm the Chief Medical Director of the Reference Hospital Kenya, where you are, this edifice that you can see at your back. Well, it's so nice to have you guys visit, take it out of your very busy schedule after your AGM to visit this facility. Like I said, This is one of the government signature built by His Excellency YB, and it's also going to be maintained by His Excellency. This is very significant to us because many people are living in disbelief, not understanding what we have here. And I think it's only the press that can bring this to the world, that you have come, you have seen, and it is real, that the reference of Lokene is world class and is serving its purpose, being a tertiary health station built by the government of Kogi State, meant not to serve only the indigent, but to serve as a tourist center for medical tourists who want to get medical care. So this is one, and we're glad that it is here.
Okay, sir, many people out there are yet to believe that this reference hospital can attend to the medical needs of Nigerians. Can you tell them why they should have that condition that this place has what it takes to do the needful as concerned medical life?
That's why I'm glad that you have actually gone around. I've taken my time. I've taken you through all the facilities we have from the first ground floor up to the topmost floor. And you've seen for yourself the emergency unit, you've seen the renal dialysis unit, you have seen all our 4 theaters that are functional. You have also seen the wards, you've seen the labor unit, you've seen our ENT center, you've seen the radio diagnostic center that is also world class on its own, because many of the equipments there, they are appearing here for the first time. And then I'm glad that it is the important thing for us that you hear, you can project this to the entire country, and then many people outside the country who are following the stations can see for themselves that it is not a make-believe, but it is true, and it is here and they're functional. They are not just functional, but they are also available at an at a cheaper cost that you can have elsewhere. And I'm also glad to tell you that we have medical doctors that are also on the ground that are doing it. We have consultants, we have medical officers, and we're also working in collaboration with centers around us to provide qualitative care. And we're happy that we're doing what we need to do so that the people of Nigeria can have the benefit of this hospital in this place.
I'm Dr. Abdulaziz Adam Sadeza, the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Kogi State.
What do you have to tell Nigerians as it concerns the medical facilities here in Kogi State?
I want to tell us that this edifice is here to serve not just the people of Kogi State, but entire Nigerians. I also want to tell us that this edifice standing behind us here today is not the only edifice for health in Kogi State. The government of Alhaji Yahya Adoza Bello embarked on 6 of these projects, even though this is the largest. 2 stands in each of the senatorial districts. We have one ultramodern hospital in Yegubeki, an ultramodern hospital in Isonlu, which serves the western flank. And in the eastern flank, we have the newly built, newly equipped, and newly structured Prince Abubakar University Teaching Hospital, and the well-renovated, well-equipped Ida Zonal Hospital serving the eastern flank. And in the central, we have this facility behind us. We also have that serving the state capital in Lokoja, which is the Kogi State Specialist Hospital. You pass through it today. It was newly renovated, well-equipped, having its own standalone administrative building, so that the hospital complex will serve principally as a clinical complex, whereas the staff moves to the administrative structure. So all these structures, like I've just listed, will serve the country entirely.
President of the Guild of Editors.
Can you tell us what you have seen so far?
Yeah, from a layman's perspective, I'm not a doctor, but from what the doctors have told me and from what I saw, it's been hugely impressive. The MRI machine, the other laboratory equipment, very, very impressive. And I have to commend the Kogi State government for making this available. And I also suggest that people should put this to test. And if these things work, they will save Nigeria a huge sum of money. Recently, the CBN governor told the whole world that medical tourism alone is costing this country a fortune. So, if people test and try this, I'm sure it will save this country a lot of money. and put our economy in good stead. We also know that healthy citizens make a great country, and I'm sure that if these things continue, what we have seen here, Nigerians will be happy.
But let's talk about the hotel from Lokoja. You visited the former President Muhammad Buhari Square. You went to GYB Modern School. You went to the Conference University in Sarah. And now, how will you describe these development achievements of Kogi State government?
Quite impressive. What democracy is about the people, and the facilities they made, the projects, the construction, the road construction network we saw, and the traffic time they have saved people of Kogi, and knowing that Kogi is a confluence state, it saved this country a lot of manner in traffic. That alone helps our country, helps our economy, helps the citizens. People waste and lose lives in traffic. If the road network is strong, like we saw, I'm sure Nigeria will be better for it. And can only commend the state government.
Okay, so in what ways will you advise this present government to improve what you have seen so far?
They say government is a continuum, and I will advise the current government, governor, to follow the footsteps of his predecessor. And it's only in that way that the citizenry will benefit, the Kogi state will continue to grow, and people will reckon that democracy has taken roots in the Kogi state and the people are benefiting. At the end of the day, governance is about the people. So from what I've seen, from what my colleagues saw, I think Kogi is working in terms of infrastructure and in terms of medical care that I saw.
Thank you.